When I woke up this morning, found everything in place. The birds were singing pretty songs, the sun kissed me on my face. And it feels so good to be alive, it feels so good to see the light.
A lot of people talk about why is volunteering so important? Why should you do community service? Contributing to your society, learning about the people in parts of your community that you aren't familiar with. Those are the things that make you an engaged individual, and I think that's what the Volunteer Center strives to do, is create engaged individuals, because those are the individuals who keep society improving. They're the people who constantly are creating good change and keeping up with the flow. Otherwise, I think society and the world we live in would stagnate, and that's not what we want. We want engaged individuals who are constantly improving the world around them.
The Run Rock and Roll Against Bullying is a national event that takes place every year.
We just thought we could get together and make this more of a citywide activity and really pull in just some of the different schools.
So when we had the opportunity to join with Atkins and Evans and Smiley Wilson, it was just like this perfect thing that we had been looking for, and the kids were so excited and they were on board to do their part, and how could they help and how can we make it as good as possible.
And we sold cookies, we did knocker ball, we had free food, and a ducking booth for the coaches.
It was very important because there's a lot of kids in school that get bullied on a day basis. So we just felt like it needed to be said, what we did there.
My favorite part was probably being able to spend time with my friends and also doing the knocker ball.
We had probably close to 300 kids who attended the event, and one of the great things that I saw that day was when my Atkins students saw kids from camp, and to come together to do something like that, I think it made a huge impact on all of them.
They really encouraged students to, go up and meet those kids from those other schools that were there with us, or younger people or in the neighborhood, even older, families were there walking with kids of all ages. So I thought that it was nice that it wasn't a, hey, come hang out with a bunch of schools, but only talk to your people that you know.
The only times we really interact is in a competitive setting, and so it was really nice to join for a greater purpose and be on the same side.
Bullying is a huge issue in our schools, and it doesn't matter if you're an affluent school or if you're a Title I school, there's bullying that's happening.
The more schools that you have combining and doing good and volunteering and getting into the community, it's only going to benefit the students and it's going to benefit the community, and they're going to grow. I just think it's an important thing. It was really, it was just a blessing to be a part of it and see that happen.
When I volunteer, I meet so many different people that I normally would not have the chance to interact with. So it's really just opened up my mind to different people that operate in different ways, and that has benefited me because now I can have a conversation with people all over the spectrum and still feel comfortable.
The more and more that you volunteer, the more you recognize the power that your actions have, and that kind of develops into the idea that your actions can make a difference in the world and that you should continue doing that.
One very strong thing the Volunteer Center does for youth is provide chances for leadership opportunities, and I know one thing I participated in was the Youth Transformative Leadership Forum, and I've also been an officer in United Way. So I think it's important for the Volunteer Center to kind of take the lead, but it's also important to put some of that responsibility on the youth as well.
I just really feel like if you give kids the opportunity and find something that they really like, no one likes cleaning the highway, but the kids spend 2 hours together, just talking and picking up trash, and we have breakfast after. So, I just think that opportunity is the key.
Kids our age should volunteer because it's a good thing to do. It can be fun, that it helps the community. You get to know more people. It just helps you and your community out all together.
I think it's important to get involved because you get to help other people that you wouldn't normally interact with, and then you become more thankful for the things you have.
Volunteering has definitely changed me for the better. I've met so many people and gotten involved with so many different organizations that will help me to get jobs and get in colleges in the future.
I think everyone should volunteer because if you help someone else, they might help you in the future.
When I approached this summer with my kids, we talked about how there are a lot of people that aren't as blessed as we are and that need help, and that they need to know that there are people that care about them, that there's a God that cares about them. I told them about the From the Heart program, and they were kind of hesitant to begin with, didn't know quite what it was going to be, but my mother brought my niece Caroline and stuff, and so it became a family kind of thing, and so that they had a comfort kind of thing with it to begin with, and enjoyed getting to do some art, which they love to do, and to see that there are different ways to help people than, necessarily just picking up trash or some of the things that we think about. It's been good for us to think beyond ourselves.
Today we're having our first annual dodgeball tournament at HMS, and all the proceeds go to the Lubbock South Plains Food Bank.
The Giving Tree is basically a thing we do at our school where people can adopt an ornament and they can bring a present that's on the ornament.
Today we're just kind of volunteering to help, clean up around this area and help with the baggies and stuff.
So for our Veterans Day breakfast and our Veterans Assembly project, we really just wanted to have a chance to just honor our local veterans that had directly either impacted students' lives or the Lubbock Cooper community, and just really give a way to say thanks back to them.
We come here to the nursing home so that we can give out Christmas cards and cookies, and we can sing some songs for the residents here.
We adopted a cottage out at the Children's Home of Lubbock, and they sent in what they would like for Christmas, and that's what's on the ornaments.
What inspired this assembly was the need to show our respect and gratefulness to the veterans, because they're not recognized as much as they should be, and a lot of the younger students haven't learned all about the history and what veterans really do and how they served our country, and so I think it was important to show everyone.
We have a lot of students that are recognizing fathers, mothers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, all kinds of people today that have directly impacted their lives.
Knowing that you're helping someone, even if it's with the little things, even with the small things that we're doing, we know that we're helping out, so it always feels good to do that.
I think the way volunteering and giving affects Hutchinson Middle School is not only are we giving them, academics, but we are also giving them character of life and what's important and who's important and how they play an intricate role in things like that in life.
A lot of them never get to see any of these things going on that's not occurring in their lives. So it's a really good learning, aspect for them to be able to apply things that they've done hands-on and really pay attention to how it affects other people.
One of the things I always tell the girls when we first opened, and one of our pillars is community service, that to be a leader, you first have to be a servant. You have to have a servant heart, because a leader should be looking out for everyone. And to do that, you have to have the heart of a servant. And so that's why we talk about volunteering. That's why we want you to step out of your comfort zone and go help someone.
Youth volunteers, your service to our communities and to each other are an inspiration. Thank you for the thousands of hours you spend making our slice of the world a better place. And thank you to the Volunteer Center, who does such an amazing job of recruiting, motivating, training, and organizing these young leaders to make a difference early and often.
Congratulations to the Volunteer Center of Lubbock and the Youth Connection and the United Way Youth Division. Lubbock Area United Way is really proud to be a partner in this. The The Volunteer Center has run the United Way Youth Division for about 20 years now, and there have been literally thousands of young people who have come through this program. And I just want to say thanks to all of you for all of your hard work, all the young men and young women who do so much to make life better for others in our community.
Thank you to the Volunteer Center of Lubbock for helping coordinate these special events, and thank you to our youth volunteers for their service at Hope Lodge Lubbock.
On behalf of the CH Foundation, I welcome you and I say thank you for all your service to all your communities and for your continued service. You have learned the true meaning of volunteerism.
Grace Campus would like to say thank you to the Volunteer Center of Lubbock. You have done so much to support us. Through groups that have come out to serve meals, to prepare meals, groups that have come out to do service projects. It has just been more than we could even ask for. We currently have 96 residents out here, and with your help, we've been able to remind people that they have hope, that there's a purpose and plan for their lives, and then you've helped us raise community awareness about homelessness and how by working together, we can all make a difference. Thank you, Volunteer Center.
I'm very happy to be here today, and on behalf of the Board of Directors and the staff and all of the members of the YWCA, thank you to each of you that have helped us make the YWCA a better place. Whether you've been rocking babies or reading to preschoolers or just helping us stuff backpacks for Lemonade Day or any number of the other large and difficult things that you've helped us with, we appreciate each and every one of you, and especially want to say thank you to the Volunteer Center of Lubbock for making all of that possible and helping all of the nonprofits do a better job for our community.